Welcome to another show, Focus on Finance episode. This is Shirley Luu, your host. You know, it has been an incredible journey with us excelling in the financial industry, teaching, reaching out to the community. It's so exciting for the fact that I just came back from actually Baltimore. I happened to be there with 15,000 folks. Now, audience, that's a lot of people to reach out and talk. And it was an amazing journey that day because, as I'm reaching out with the community and churches, organization, and one of the biggest things I've seen across the country and across the region and across every community, whether it's small town or big town, you know what it was? All of it has to do with money and finance. And one of the things is, I had mentioned to you for a fact that I've never brought this to you until today. One of the most unique program that I'm about to share, and some of you are probably sitting and saying, what? Are you serious? Are you for real? Okay, are you ready, audience? Here's what I'm about to share with you. When I was at the convention, and one of the biggest things was in the churches community, I felt very strongly that church does great organization by, teaching the preaching of God. And for those of you guys who do believe or don't believe, that's, it's a matter of choice. But one of the reasons that it was impactful for me was I recognized that members of the church, there were a couple of things that was happening. Number one, there were churches out there that were trying to help the community with burial insurance. Well, basically, when someone dies, okay, so they go to the church and they say, hey, my grandfather died, my great-grandma died, or my aunts and uncle. And guess what? They don't have the money to be able to bury the loved one. So what they do is they reach out to the community and church and they do either GoFundMe, where you see a lot of it happen to be on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever it may be, or the other one is, they'll ask, okay, to do fish fry. But whatever it is, it's a donation of kind of things as family asking people to help. Because today, when you're looking at burying someone, the costs could be pretty high. But I recognize that and I see that. So one of the most exciting things that I share with the audience is that, did you know out there today that you literally can even get a very unique program that's available for $28 a month? Let me repeat, for $28 a month for a $25,000 guaranteed death benefit. You're looking at a whole year's about $400. No, less than that. To have a coverage of $25,000 guaranteed regardless of health. Now that's a pretty powerful, impactful to even say. Because I believe strongly is that if you can't even afford $400 to compensate for $25,000, are you kidding me, right? So these are some of the guarantee issue stuff that's available out there, and a lot of folks don't know about it. And it depends on your ages, and some of these unique programs are offering 65 and under. And I would love to share with you in more details, as you contact my firm and my folks that we share this knowledge and information. So to me, protection for the family, for those who's in dire need, of not having. But even with that, some of the people who said, people got money, they don't need this stuff either. Well, I don't know about you guys, but if I got someone that that I know has got a situation that one day that they may need to burial or guarantee life insurance and stuff like that, what if for that individual, again, whether that family has money or no money, paying this kind of money, but at the same time having this kind of advantages to your community and your family for $28 for $25,000 guarantee, and the price will never go up? These are just one of the unique programs that I brought to you today. And people may say, Shirley, sounds too good to be true. Look, ladies and gentlemen out there, I wouldn't get on television and tell you something sounds too good to be true, okay? So with that, again, it has to do with life insurance. So this particular product is called, Guarantee Insurability. It's kind of like final expense, sort of. That's what I kind of call it. But it's for a different segment of population out there that's got people. And you may have a whole entire association out there. And imagine your entire association or churches that you could offer your members of this kind of coverage. And I think that could make a big, huge impact overall. Now, I'm going to switch gear a little bit and talk about, you know, the kind of IUL life insurance that, of course, it stands for Index Universal Life. Now, let me recap what an Index Universal Life is. My other series, I talked about a life insurance that provide, you know, where you can have long-term care, heart attacks, strokes, Alzheimer, dementia, chronic illness, critical illness, Alzheimer, all these kind of things that can wrapped up inside your life insurance. So if you ever had this situation happen, the death benefit basically becomes an advantage to you that you as a client can use that as cash now instead of when you die. I love that because you know why? Things can happen to you and I. Look, you and I are going to get sick way before we die. Okay? I just don't know when. It's not if, but it's when. Having the kind of life insurance that allows you to tap into this is amazing. Now you may say, you know, Shirley, I've got $500,000. I don't need all of it. Maybe I'll use half, you know, $250,000 and leave my family the other $250,000. Is that so bad? I don't think so. But above and beyond that, the accounts has an ability to leave a legacy. I believe in leaving legacy. I believe in creating wealth for the next generation. Hey, look, if I'm going to kick the bucket, I want to make sure my bones is worth a lot of money to somebody out there. I believe as a parent, you know, if you leave that for your kids or your husband or wives or family or even charity of some kind, you know, imagine that you can make an impact. Sooner or later, you're going to go anyway. Might as well make an impact and leave a legacy to the world. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Now, this is where the excitement comes in. I love the Index IUL because you know what? Remember, I was sharing with you guys that imagine inside a life insurance where you had an opportunity to pick various kind of funds for your retirement stuff, investment strategy on the index performance. Things like S&P 500, you know, there could be the Dow Jones, could be the different, of course, you can change these funds inside of your life insurance all day long. I am most excited was recently, yesterday, I was at the office, my team running in and they goes, oh my gosh, did you see what happened? And I'm like, what happened? So they showed me 4 of my client statement. Let me repeat, 4 of my client statement. You remember within the last 2-3 years, the markets it made a lot of good money, but then also there was some point, the last couple months, it lost money as well. They said, Miss Lou, Shirley, did you see inside of one of these accounts, we made over 21% return on the money. And when the market went down, this IUL policy locked it in. There were no loss. Now that, to me, was the coolest thing ever. To share with the folks out there that they sleep at night, I sleep at night, and I'm growing their money, and it's growing tax deferred, it's growing compounded interest, and it's going to make money, and when they retire, they can get a stream of income, this thing tax-free. Now, I don't know about you guys out there. I don't know what your retirement out there today, whether, you know, do you want to be in a taxable situation or what, you know? But imagine, what if you re-strategize your retirement savings, move it into a performance account where it has all the gains without the loss, growing compounded interest, and your money become tax-free when you take advantages of it. Look, if you haven't heard about it, you heard here. And it is as real as it gets. Now, I'm not going to tell you out there that's a guarantee making those 20-something% return, because it's not guaranteed. But I will tell you, here's a guarantee. The guarantee is you never lose a dime. Whatever money you make on that thing, it will lock down and you will never ever lose a dime. It's kind of like a staircase. You keep going up and it's never down. I think I have one of my famous saying all the time. It's like me taking you to casino, play all day long, and you don't lose a dime. Now, how would you like that? Has anyone taken you to a casino where you play all day long and never lose? Well, guess what? I love this. Now, for those of you who are curious a lot more, well, how do I learn more? Where do I get the information? One great way is, reach out to Shirley Luu Associates, at 703-608-1203. But not only that, again, 703-608-1203. We also have a book, IUL ASAP, on Amazon that you can purchase. IUL ASAP. And you will see all the different all-star reviews that it's making an impact. What I love about the industry I'm in is that being able to be an educator, We go out there, we educate churches, organization. Some of you guys have outreach to me from the TV audience that I've been able to, working with quite a few, there were government agencies that I spoke at, there were military places that I've been at, sharing the information. There were hundreds and hundreds of churches. As a matter of fact, I'm speaking it all over the place, sharing this information, education to the word that they need to know. Now, in another several other episode that's going to be following this episode this week is that I'm going to go talk about where other investment out there where you can say, okay, Shirley, how do I have an opportunity? Maybe not necessarily life insurance policy. I don't like life insurance. I don't like all these kind of things, but I like into a totally different kind of investment. I'll talk to you about those. And for those of you who don't think the life insurance worthy, I think this policy IUL that I told you about, I love for the fact is that when these kind of growth components that grows inside your retirement account, you now have an ability to take the money out by loan feature, tax advantage, tax free. Let me repeat. Loan strategy, take it out, tax advantage, tax free strategy. And it is incredible. It is one of the greatest tools that everyone should have. Look, at the end of the day, 3 things can happen to you. Whatever investment that you have out there, ladies and gentlemen, please look at these 3 components. You ready? 3 important things. Number 1, do I have an account that can give me an income stream for life that I never have to worry about? Do you? Second of all, what happened if you get sick, or what happened if you drive a car tomorrow and suddenly some bad driver hits you and you hurt really bad and you can't go to work and there's no income coming in? Does your current retirement account will give you a stream of income of some kind that you have that to help pay for your mortgages, help pay for the different kind of things that may come up? If you don't, better reach out. The third component is that, well, like I mentioned, leaving a legacy, an opportunity to create wealth for the next generation. Until next time, I want to help change the game for family, and I want to create wealth for the next generation to come and for you, for this current generation as well. So have a great week. Shirley Luu. Until next time, until the next episode, take care.